Why, hello there, and welcome on back to the Boys in the Pod. A very, very special episode because why not? My episodes can be very special. Welcome, one and all, and I am introducing my fellow co-hosts in alphabetical order, Mr. Cyber Prime.
Welcome on in to the Boys in the Pod, because apparently this is a fucking saloon. So howdy, partners.
Well, you don't know what topic we're doing yet, partner.
No, I don't, but it was the way that you introduced it. I thought it was vaguely Western in nature.
Fair enough. Well, Cyber's not the only person here. He's not the only person in this universe. I'm also joined by the beautiful, the enigmatic Dave Kibble. I give you a mister.
I feel like you've described me as enigmatic before. I'm not sure you know what it means. Also,
why'd you describe
did
that as if I
AI generate your
myself?
fucking intro? Because it was so weird and stilted and odd and weird.
You had like a lot of breaks in your speech.
Hello, everyone. My name is the Turtle Guy.
That's. This is Turtle Guy AI 0.1.
Oh, so it's not even a 1.0, so this is the beta.
Yeah, not even 1.0.
This is the private beta.
Very
We'll see what kinks we can nick out of it.
I have like a little ulcer like right on my bottom lip.
Oh god, the small talk is hidden and strong. Okay, how's that feeling?
You have a little ulcer.
I went to the
on your
doctor today,
bottom.
actually. Is the topic today medicine? Because we can talk a long time about that, because I went to the doctor
It's
today.
not medicine. How was the doctor?
I would like to formally apologize to everyone if my voice does sound really bad, as if someone shoved like a Hoover down and just sucked out like and put in phlegm.
Did the doctor shove a Hoover down?
No, but what the doctor did do, it was like, oh,
What's
how are
the
you
doctor
feeling?
doing?
And I was like, oh, I'm doing good. And they was like, how you do that? But basically, I just told the doctor that I had a cough, and it's been going on for like 2 weeks straight, nearly at this stage. And
How many weeks has it been going on, gay?
probably
Epic
2 as
joke.
well, a bit of both.
Nice.
But basically, the doctor asked me to open wide, and then he got the microphone, he got me to sit down to a podcast with him. No, yeah, it was.
Now, at what point did he start inspecting your mouth? I mean, he said open wide, but...
Yeah, this was the mouth, David, funnily enough. This was the mouth. And he put in the...
I thought he was going searching.
I think I need to get a new doctor.
What's a microphone but for visuals? What the fuck is that called? A camera. Sorry. Oh my god.
A microphone for... You have
Sorry,
the
my brain.
of some kind of, like, deep space, like, satellite. I can't describe
Hey,
it, but...
oh, call me Hubble, because I'd be deep in your sight. Anyway, I'm giving
telescope.
you deep insights. It's a telescope, but like it looks far away. Anyway, whatever. Basically, that's also a big part of the Godzilla TV show. But anyway,
Yeah, well, the golden disc is in Beast Wars, so who gives a shit?
Anyway,
What are we doing that topic?
Oh, we should. Anyway,
Stay on task.
sorry, this is rich coming from you. Anyway, okay.
Stay
So
on target.
the doctor took out the microphone, literally asked me to open up, not the microphone, the camera. Asked me to open up. I went like, and then he was like, ouch. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's not what I wanted to be hearing.
Your breath stinks, buddy. Fuck me.
No,
Get a tic-tac.
apparently my throat has been kind of tearing itself apart with the coughing. And
Jesus.
also
One of those
talking.
dry razor blade. Oh, well, welcome to the
yeah,
podcast
which is
where all we
ironic.
do is
No.
talk.
What?
Why
The cyber
is
just
there a
goes
doctor
silent.
running from my house right now?
No, I'm not going to send the doctor after you, but yeah, it was cool. And then the doctor gave me like a nasal thing that I've never had to use before, where you just shove it up your nostril and then squeeze, and then it apparently...
Those are fun. That's what I like.
No,
You know.
no, they're not. Well,
I
I don't
like
find them fun. I don't find them fun.
I like it. I like to pretend I'm a coke-addicted Wall Street broker.
No,
whenever
it
I
just
do
makes me feel like I can feel parts of the inside of my head that I shouldn't be feeling, and it's like, ooh,
No,
this is a
it's
weird
just
sensation.
you can almost you squirt it up there and you can see every pathway of your brain.
Yeah, like
It's so
yeah,
cool.
exactly. All of your like nervous system just goes. It's like you have an out of body
Yeah.
experience in Doctor Strange, and then you can see like
I suddenly
everything
know
happen.
what it means to be a brain. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's all we really
the meaning
are.
of life apparently forms in front of you, but it's so fleeting that it just goes before you can
Yeah.
really comprehend.
It's like when a word is on the tip of your tongue, and you can never remember that word,
But you know it's there.
but you know it's there. I'm not sick. I'm just the sick guy.
Okay, David.
It proceeds to do a skateboard
what was
trick.
shoved up into your body?
What the
don't
fuck
know.
are you saying, Turtle Guy? Why? No, Turtle Guy.
What was the last thing I had
Oh.
in me, other than food and drink? Poo? But that came out.
Ah, That's
And I
good.
guess that was once
Good that
food.
that does.
Oh man, I took a gnarly shit. You know when you like,
We're not.
would you
this is
rather
not leaving
always
America
be on the
Part
edge of
3, please.
pissing or always be on the edge of shitting?
Whatever
Piss.
answer
I feel
makes
like I
this
could
not
endure
leaving
it
a
more.
mark Part 3.
Oh, actually,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
not
it's
to
not
make things
gonna be.
leaving a mark part 3, but the question I was asked a long time ago, and everyone always gave the wrong answer. Actually, it could have been us that discussed this, and if it is the case, you all gave the wrong answer, so I'm hoping you can correct it. Would you rather only ever be able to shit again, or only ever be able to piss again? Because there is a correct answer, and I feel like you're going to get it wrong.
Shit?
Do you? Okay, before I give my opinion.
There's no
Just-
health detraction, so like if you don't shit or piss, that doesn't affect your health. You just never have to do it again.
I remember we have talked about this, and I remember what I gave my answer originally, but I feel like I've changed my answer. Originally, I said poo. Now I'm changing it to pee, but I will never tell people that. My original
So you'd
philosophy: only
Wait,
be able
so
to pee.
You only be able to pee. That's the wrong answer. Terrible choice.
My original answer was poo because then it would give me an excuse to like sit in the toilet and like actually poo. But pee, if there's
Yeah.
absolutely no like if I'm
Oh.
not peeing out what should be coming out the other end, it's totally fine. Just don't tell people
Can
and
I
just don't
give
go
a-
to the toilet
it's
and
not as-
like, look at your phone or read newspaper or whatever people do. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I like
that's
shitting.
what-
I don't
I love a
use the toilet.
satisfactory shit. Whereas pissing
This
does
is
nothing for me. It
dangerously
just interrupts
getting
my
close to-
my life too much. Whereas every once in a while when you need a shit,
I guess you could say it leaves a mark on your life.
yeah. Anyway,
No,
look, the
it
point is
doesn't.
the correct answer is definitely shitting.
Do you look at your phone while you're on the can?
That's a personal question.
Of course I do.
But on the can.
What? It's the new version of
Of
like
the newspaper.
reading a newspaper. Yeah.
I always
No, I
wanted
pick
to
up,
get
like,
into
the Bleach
newspapers,
and
but
I
I don't
just
really
look at
care about what's going on in them. That's the problem. I just think that reading one. I wish I could just have like all my friends tell me their news via newspaper. I think that'd be great. I'd love to be able to sit down
A
at breakfast
printout
and
of news-
catch
That's
up
an
on what
interesting
Turtle guys
business
are doing
idea.
during the week because
The
yeah,
Turtle
personal
Guy
papers.
The Turtle
write
Guy
that
Times
down.
are personal papers, yeah.
Could I be the editor? I'm the editor reporter.
That's the
sports-
wonderful thing, Turtle Guy. Everyone's the editor.
Oh well, a newspaper, but I transpire news. This
A
thing happened in this
newspaper.
place. Hey.
God damn, this is just a
God,
this is just a Shark Tank episode.
is this the business part 2?
Honestly,
No,
we could
this
make
is not
this.
the business part two.
We just need to find a
I
paper
have
printing
a
company,
topic.
and we just need to make this. Set up a website.
This is definitely not a crack
Make
scheme.
Fiverr.
This is not some kind of harebrained thing. This is going to work. This is going to
No,
be
it
big.
could work. It could be personal. People just send it in, then you can get personalized newspapers. You could set up
Yeah.
a subscription service.
The use paper. I'm telling you,
The
because then you
use
don't have to
paper.
be depressed at breakfast. If I wanted to be
Exactly,
depressed
you
at
can whip it
breakfast,
out and it's cool. You can
I'd
send
wake
us some
up.
Are you
pictures.
only using this newspaper when you're on the shitter, or can
No,
you...
Whenever,
no,
you know when you're
Turtle Guy, don't be
watching
so
like some old
crude.
fucking TV show and they're just there and they're reading the paper and they're sipping their coffee. I've always wanted that. You know, the closest I've ever gotten is reading comics. But that's
Well,
you know,
that's a bit more exciting, to be honest.
yeah. But it's the feel of the paper. That's why.
That's why I read
Did you ever
novels.
read the cartoons?
I do
in a
love
comic
novels.
book?
Yeah, you know what? Have you
No.
ever gotten into Kindles? Because I never
I
really
tried.
have.
I
have
read-
one.
There
but
was
I
a
don't
Maze
use it
Runner.
really.
There was a Maze Runner prequel that I released exclusively on Kindle, so I read that, and I just prefer
like the
prefer
feel of
physical
paper
books.
too much. I just like
Yeah.
sitting down with a book. I
Although
like walking around with a book under my arm. You know.
I'm
Yeah,
the same.
same.
With
I'm
scripts.
I'm
I
currently
like a
reading
good
Carrie.
paper script.
Yeah, paper
Yeah.
scripts are nice. I'm currently reading Carrie, and I don't like it, so I am listening to the audiobook while I drive and to try and get through it faster.
Oh, you don't
Um,
like the story, like, or
It's just I don't know. It's just not. I'm not finding it gripping. It's just such a. I know we are going to do a books episode at some point, but it's such a letdown from my previous book, which is my favorite book of all time that I've read.
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
yeah.
And
anything is let down after
it's just,
Jurassic Park. I love
it's
that
just
book.
such a yeah. I know, but after this, I'm starting Percy Jackson or The Color of Magic. So it'll be one of the others.
Oh yeah, who got you that?
I don't know. A very handsome, good
Damn.
friend.
Alright,
got it for me.
It was
alright,
me in
okay.
disguise.
It wasn't you in disguise, you little motherfucker. Don't fucking
You
tell
know
fibs.
shit about
Porcupines are not allowed in this podcast.
Well, gentlemen, I have
Today's
a
topic is lies.
It
What's
may
the best
not
lie
be
you
a
got?
good topic, but
Yeah,
it's
well,
a topic.
That's setting us up for failure. I like it.
Inspired by doors, we will be talking about
If you say
planes,
windows-
trains, and automobiles.
Oh, that's way
What the
too
fuck?
Tell me about
broad.
your traveling stories.
Did we?
Oh, traveling stories.
Oh no, we haven't done this.
Traveling
Okay, sorry. I was
stories.
gonna say.
Going on, so, like my topic idea said, any plane stories, any kind of transportation.
Well,
Has
I
to
think
be
I really blew
specifically-
my best plane story in the first episode of this podcast, but
Did I tell? I'm pretty sure I have said it on the podcast. I think as part of my small talk at one point. But did I ever tell you about the homeless man fighting demons in New York subways?
I think you did. Yeah, I think
He was
you
he was writing an author. He was writing a book.
no.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure it's
Maybe
on the
it was
podcast,
in
and I
an
don't want to
episode
repeat
wasn't
it.
in. If you repeat a story, I'm repeating a story.
Okay, well, I don't think I should repeat his story, but it's basically a man who vanished, who also claimed to be fighting demons, and he was living on
I think you might have met John
living on the train
Constantine.
station. Maybe. He
What do you
said that
look
Jesus
like?
gave him visions at
give,
night.
Give some new features.
Like small,
Spice it up.
kind of like white hair, a hat, a big long Santa beard. Fucking literally vanished. I cannot.
Claus, the demon
I cannot
hunter.
express that.
Is that a
enough.
sequel to Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? Or?
I don't know. The part that after we spoke to him and after he made us promise that we'd buy his book and leave New York because
I
New
kinda
York
wanna
is the
buy his
city
book.
that attracts all of the worst people in the world.
He's seen
Because it's the
Ghostbusters,
it's the
Also, he's never
central
been to LA,
nervous
so-
system of all of the demons in the world that possess bad people. But I cannot stress enough. The only thing that could have happened is that he rolled from the seat onto the floor after we left because we were in
Sounds like
the
an episode of
last carriage.
Seinfeld or something. This doesn't sound fucking real.
We were in the last carriage of that car, and when we got out and turned around, he was not there. We were on the, there was no way he got out. The only possible explanation is that he rolled onto the floor and just lay there until the train moved off. That is the only thing that could happen, or he vanished. It's one of the other things. It's the closest thing to a spectral encounter that I might have had.
It's giving Polar Express.
No, just because it's a train. Well, I mean, vaguely, kind of, I guess. Because he said he
Train
didn't care
hobo.
about... yeah, he said he
claims
hated
to be a
trains,
king.
but he lived on them or something like that. It's been a while, I can't remember. But that's my biggest story. I also got stuck on a ferry, stuck on a lift in a ferry, briefly. Did I tell you that story? I don't believe I did.
but
So
you
basically,
wanna-
it's not a very exciting story, but it was on the ferry, the very
Well, you're
same
telling
ferry
it, so
that's
that
from.
doesn't surprise me.
Ouch! I was on the very same ferry from
Careful.
the Spider-Man Homecoming. We were going around
Staten Island Ferry.
the Staten Island ferry. We were going around looking at the
And
Statue
did
of Liberty.
Spider-Man show up?
No, Turtle Guy Spider-Man is not real. So
People
basically,
got
we went
stuck
to.
in a lift in that movie too.
Oh
Yeah.
really? That was literally
Yeah,
me
I
for real, guys. That was
That was
literally
in
me.
that was in Washington. That
That, yeah, that was
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Washington
yeah.
Monument.
I wouldn't have gone into that Washington Monument.
No, I like the
Well,
outside.
I
of
went
it
to
the
'cause it
statue.
reminds me of a penis.
This is.
Yeah,
we need to
two-
make boundaries here, guys.
what's-
Why
what's
do you
the
think they build
word?
them up? It's called a phallic symbol, buddy.
Anyway.
That's the word I was looking for. It was too phallic.
Or it could just be a tower, guys, or a spiky needle.
Why do you think they build them
Anyway,
up? Phallic symbols.
anyway.
Proceed with
The
your
door
fairy
closed. We
story.
tried to go up to the top floor, and it just wouldn't open. And then we were spamming there was like 6 of us in the lift, and we were like, and we just started spamming it, and then the door opened, and we got out. It wasn't very stressful, but for like a solid 30 seconds, we were just stuck at the top. Because we got up to the top one, the ding happened, and then just nothing happened for 30 seconds. So we started spamming like the open door thing.
And
then
you
we got
agree
out.
30 seconds is a long time.
Not necessarily, no.
God damn it. I'm
But
gonna call my wife.
sorry for coughing. I'm trying to think of any other fun story. Have we gone over Turtle Guy's bus incident? I think we have.
We did actually, yeah, that was in
Oh,
another
yeah.
episode. Which
That's
I think I
beautiful
also
fun.
compared to an episode
Actually,
of
was that
Seinfeld,
leaving your
so
mark?
there you go.
That was
Oh wait, we're talking about the one.
You're
You're talking about the one where he got sick. I was talking about the one where he got kidnapped.
Oh yeah, that happened as well. Yeah, man,
wait,
Turtle
you
Guy has a
really-
lot of
I got
strange bus
kidnapped.
stories.
Remember you got on the bus and you didn't know where you were going?
That only happened
It doesn't
recently.
matter where we're
Then
going.
how did you
It only
forget?
matters if you get on, or whatever the Polar Express is.
Can we stop fucking talking about the Polar Express? I'm getting sick of it.
Never.
I actually didn't
I hate
watch
that
it this
movie.
Christmas,
Good.
which is really sad.
Cold turkey.
I didn't get watching the Muppet.
I watched.
Yeah, we didn't watch
Gremlins.
Muppets either. I watched Godzilla
Didn't.
vs Kong.
I watched Dungeons and
too.
Dragons again. That's a
The
fun,
that's a
Ranger
good
in the
movie.
manger.
Turtle Guy just
very
has
fun
an
movie.
unhealthy obsession with the man in that movie.
David Tennant.
Yeah.
You don't have to cover it up. Not a great movie, I'll be honest.
What is happening? What? This is
Anyway,
nothing to
planes,
do with
trains, and
travel.
automobiles. What do we
Yes,
have?
this
Any
is
fun
true.
stories? I broke a clutch in a car one time. That's not a plane train.
I broke
it is
a
an
clutch
automobile.
on a lawnmower one time. Like a
Oh.
ride-on lawnmower.
I have one of them. I used to love those things. And
I
then
had
the older
one
you
of
get,
them.
the slower you realize the slower it goes. But when you're younger, it feels like you're flying. It feels like you're
My
like in
uncle
Star Wars.
had one where it was like you sit on top of it, and it's like there's a lever on either side of you, and you use them to turn. I felt like I was on top of like a fucking some kind of Star Wars thing. It was cool.
Yeah, no, mine just
when
had
I
a
was driving
steering wheel.
around.
I had
Yeah,
a push
this
lawnmower.
one wasn't even shaped like a car. You know how like the little ones are shaped like little tractors? This one was shaped like I don't even know what. It was very weird. I'll see if I can find a picture of it later on.
Okay.
But,
I have automobile story.
Tell me.
Okay. Tell me.
It's not. Let me preface with this car did not have an engine.
So it's
What?
familiar.
Then
Continue.
it's
Back in
not.
the
Then it's
good
not an
old
automobile.
days.
Then it's just a mobile.
Yeah, it's just a
It is
mobile.
a car. It had wheels and a steering wheel.
Okay,
It's
no.
a-
Explain
You have
what
wheels
you're
in the
saying.
steering
Wait.
wheel.
Explain what you're saying. Is this a fucking go-kart or is this a car that just didn't have
It
the
is
engine?
a pedal car.
That's not a car then.
You know, you're really stretching your own topic thin here, buddy.
Turtle Guy's breaking his own
Yeah,
rules
but
with
it's
his
a great
first
story.
entry.
It was a Merc. It was a red car. It was at our cousin's house, and our cousins had a big ass hill right next into the road. So what did we do? We all six of us climbed onto that car and drove down the hill, and
Driv?
then
I'm really glad you added hill to the sentence earlier, by the way, when you said your cousin's got a big ass. 'Cause I started sweating.
No, please don't do that.
Thank God it was a big ass hill.
so what we did, we drove. We didn't drive. We
You were just a
pedaled.
victim of gravity in a piece of plastic. That's all that was. That was hardly a fucking.
All right.
Did I ever tell you about the time I got
fine.
tricked into learning how to ride a bike?
Yeah, I think you did. I don't know if it was on the podcast though.
I'll tell it anyway then. My
Explain.
mom told me one year I was trying to learn how to ride a bike. I couldn't do it and I gave up. The next year,
Same.
my mom just said, "Why don't you go out and ride your bike?" And I was like, "Oh, I'd never learned how to." And she was like, "Yeah, you did last summer." And I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." And then I just went out and I picked up the bike and I just started cycling. And she was like, "You know, you never actually did learn to ride the bike." And I freaked out and fell over. No, that's not true. But no, I got tricked
I
into
think you made that
riding the bike
exact
with
joke last time.
I think I probably did. I'm very predictable. So,
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
very,
Maybe
very
that's
predictable.
what I need to do. Someone needs to trick me that I know a thing.
You know,
You can drive, Turtle Guy.
know how to drive a car.
You've driven across the Gobi Desert before. You know that, right?
Yeah. You remember you killed that
Oh.
Mongolian death worm?
Oh yeah, that thing is cool. It's creepy as fuck, but it's cool.
The episode of Scooby Doo. What's new, Scooby Doo? Right, you know what? This is irrelevant. Shut up. What were we talking about?
Planes, trains, and
Uh,
automobiles.
Planes,
Apparently.
trains,
Trains and
automobiles,
automobiles. Yeah. Well,
traveling
like I said, I
stories.
kind of rinsed my best plane story in the very first episode of all this.
Yeah, I'm glad Turtle Guy
I got
made
robbed.
sure that we all had. I'm assuming Turtle Guy has more stories, and he didn't just pick
I
one
hope.
about
I
a
have
go kart. Because I'm glad that he knew that we all live incredibly
This
travel-filled
next
lives.
story of mine.
Well, I actually do travel a lot, but I just don't have any
Oh,
exciting stories of it.
Same. All of them are just kind of like
well,
bog
that's
standard.
what I was expecting.
Yeah. I just kind of.
Any funny airport stories?
Not really.
I got
'cause
really
security's
excited the
so
first
tight.
time I ever went on an Amtrak train because it was in Percy Jackson.
Oh.
And
That's
I also
cool.
got really excited the first time I ever went on a Greyhound bus because it was in Percy Jackson. And I got excited when I went to the Air and Space Museum because it was in Percy Jackson.
Oh, I got excited because it
Um,
was in Transformers 2. That shit is so cool. I actually ended up going to the other one without realizing it, but it's fine.
Oh, what else?
Still the
did
Smithsonian.
I get excited about?
Where history
New York
comes
City,
alive, I'm told.
Percy Jackson. Yeah. So I one time I got sick. This is just making a mark right here. One time I got sick. On the way to see Ice Age 2.
The meltdown?
The meltdown, and I had to take off my t-shirt because I got sick on it, and
Oh
I had a
my
little
God.
King Kong vest on underneath. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just thought I'd let you guys know.
Travel
That's a very
sickness, what a
vivid memory I
concept.
have
Anyway,
for whatever
my next
reason.
story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain, Turtle Guy.
Yeah. Does not involve travel sickness, thank God.
I thought you were going to say does not involve travel.
I
That's
thought so too. It was gonna be like first a pedal car. This one's gonna be him at home.
No.
He's sitting down.
No.
I dreamt of cars.
Okay, so one time we were getting picked
Oh,
up
I know what I'm gonna
for
say
school by our cousin.
It's not
And
the cousin stories. It should just be the cousin episode.
it's not the cousin episode. it's
Careful
just that
saying
I'm
cousin.
out of-
Whoever might appear with his bombs,
Oh, no!
blow
Not
up a
so.
fucking, blow up a
Cousin.
hotel.
Why would cousin Hover do this? Never mind that I said Hover instead of Hoover.
Hoverboard.
Hover.
Anyway, so
Hover.
our cousin was picking us up,
Subwoofer.
and we were actually doing something illegal. The car was packed full of kids.
That is illegal. Wait, did you own the kids? Because then it might have been illegal.
No,
I think this might be a
all-
kidnapping.
Oh my god!
Related.
Stop
kidnapping?
wording things in this is a weird way, little guy.
There was
Tell
one
the
person
story.
in the driver's seat. There was two people.
You're the worst
people in
person
the
to have on a
passenger
podcast.
seat,
However.
and there was about 5 people in the back seat.
Turtle Guy's the
And then I
definition
was
of
gonna
those
add-
memes. That's like my lawyer watching me talk my way from a parking ticket to a death sentence.
Yeah,
Turtle
that
Guy
is literally how he lives his life.
So the car was packed, but you know what was even more packed? My bag. So the bag needed to go in first. So obviously,
That's
I
a dad joke.
reversed into the car.
What does that even mean?
Bag first.
What's in the bag?
However,
You reversed
this
into
bag?
the car, what?
You're so
My
good at
school
telling
bag.
half a story.
my school bag.
Oh.
Oh, this isn't a holiday.
Books. Things of knowledge. No, my cousin. I was getting picked
Let's
up.
do
from school,
travel
me and my brother.
stories. I went to school one day.
This is traveling. Shut up.
At least when
Oh,
I
get
told
out
the
my-
story
technically
about
mode of
domestic travel,
transport.
I was going to.
Oh, no, I kicked my sword
Ice
away.
Age 2 the
Again.
meltdown.
Anyway, so I was reversing in. However, my cousin that was driving the car assumed that I was in the car. I was not. They drove off, and I went spinning forward. This is a shit story.
It's such a bad
Wait, that
story.
was the story? What? That was
Was
just an
it?
inconvenience that happened.
No, I fucking went flying, spinning around. They drove
What?
off, stopped, and then came back for me.
Wait,
then
what? Were
it
you
happened
hanging
again.
onto the back of the car? I'm
It was like a
struggling to
fucking-
imagine
it was
what's
like
going
a
on here.
Statham movie.
No, yeah,
He was-
I can't conceive what's going on. Explain.
He's trying. He's
So you
failing.
put your car in the boot, and then
You
they
put the
just
whole
drove
car
off.
in the boot. How do you do that?
I'm sorry.
magic trick is
your
this?
bag in the boot.
His
I
ass is
didn't put
finally
my
decided
bag
to
in the
eat his
boot.
hand.
I put my
You put yourself in the boot.
No! I was hopping into the back seat, which, for context, had like 5 people in it. And
Oh,
of course
yes,
it
I
fit
forgot
three.
about the illegal factor.
My bag was really packed, so I had to reverse in, so the bag would go in first, and then the rest of me would go in. However, while doing this,
Oh, your bag
my
was on your back.
cousin-
So at what point, like, did you never at one point think to take the bag off? Or are you just gonna sit in the car with your bag on your back the entire time? I
Why?
needed the bag.
Yeah, I know you needed the bag, Turtle Guy, but
How
why did
old
it
are
need to
you?
be on your back?
You-
This is actually on his way to college.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I was 11.
You're 11.
Oh, still.
I was
Okay,
in first
so
year.
too old to be doing that. No, you were like 13 then.
They don't need to know this.
I
don't
fucking
need to
think
know
they do. It paints a clearer image of the idiot that you are.
So, my bag was in, and then the car drove, and then I spun around, ended up on my ass, and then cried. Classic turtle guy.
Oh, that's so you.
So they drove off with the door
And
open
then it
twice, and
happened
you
again.
fell twice.
I think it would be funny if they closed the door on your bag and you were just like hanging out of the car.
That's what I was thinking was happening, but from the boot, and I was so confused.
Yeah, I'm still confused. That was a terrible story, and we spent far too long on
Terrible.
it. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I fell out of a parked car?
No, not
Tripped over a
directly.
parked car.
How the fuck do you trip over a car?
How tall are you?
The
How do
tow
you-
bar.
Oh
Was
my
it a
god,
Hot Wheel?
that's
The
not.
tow bar?
Oh,
Why were you walking that close to a car?
why did
I was
you
in a
phrase
car
it that
park.
way?
I know you were in a car park, Tow Guy, but you know, like all cars have tow bars. Anyway, I fell out of a parked car. So, it was like we were on holiday and we rented the kind of a minivan, you know, the ones with the sliding side doors.
Yes.
So, that was open, and I was excited to get in because I was hungry and fat at the time, so food was all I was thinking about. So I kind of ran and jumped. The problem is my footing, as I got into the side part of the car, it wasn't wasn't the most secure. So I start going back, but I'm falling it feels to me that I'm falling very slowly. It's like time has slowed down. So I'm like looking around, what can I grab? What can I grab? So I grab the first thing that's near me, which is of course the seatbelt, which of course pulls out. So I'm still going back, still going slow. The seatbelt then just leaves my hand, and I fall on my back like a turtle onto the tarmac, and it really hurt, and I was winded.
Goddamn.
So, but it was kind of funny. Like the car wasn't moving. I had no reason to fall out. Like it was just a dumb thing that happened. I could have just gotten into a car. Not hard, but I made it hard.
For a challenge.
Anyway, that's my fucking
Cyber,
idiot story. Did you ever hurt yourself in a car?
I haven't played about it. No, I have a tale
I hurt
about
myself with a
train.
tractor.
Well, you sound like my dog.
If you ever try and change a gear in a tractor, when you know how to do it, it's fine. But when I was young, it took a lot of fucking like force for me. So I tried to move the gear, and then just my hand slipped, and I just punched the side of the dash like full force. I was like, ah!
No, that sounds fucking painful.
But yeah, driving tractor is good fun. Stinky and dirty as shit though, but it's good fun. I also drove a rally car around the field. No, it can be
That's
quite
cool.
fast if you go into like the hair mode. Because like the tractors kind of usually have like lawnmower. I could be talking in my ass with this, but every tractor I've driven, they all have like a hair mode and a tortoise mode to change what speed you want to go in the whatever gear you're in. And then you have to take into consideration what weight is on. They can, but when you have a heavy weight on the front or back, going fast is a very bad idea because then you will just topple over if you try to so much as turn the wheel. So you have to be very careful with how you do it.
Power.
No, that's not true. Turtle Guy, have you been on? I was going to say, have you been on a plane? But I know you've been on a plane now. What's your favorite?
Plane, yeah.
What's your? Oh yeah, sure. You've been on the plane multiple times. What's your favorite form of transport, Turtle Guy?
I'm quite partial to a train, although I haven't been on that many.
Trains are
Man,
nice.
I fucking love trains. I probably just got diagnosed with something for saying that out loud, but I'm just saying I love trains. They're cool, and I like them.
No, I like the
train
fact that you can't
stations.
do anything on them. And then train stations are cool. They're like shopping centers with coffee places, so you just sit in and watch people go by. I took the fucking is it the
Meet the most
Amtrak
remarkable
from New York
people
to
on
like
trains.
Yeah, the Amtrak. That's
yeah,
what
I took
did.
that there like a while ago.
That was in Percy Jackson.
Awesome. But I took it and it's just great because you just sit there.
Said Percy Jackson.
I sit
Yeah.
there, I was just sketching out ideas and listening to music on my phone
I was
and
just fucking hanging
just
out
looking at the
at a
world go
train
by outside. It's cool.
Like I could live in a train, not
I
live in a
remember
train station,
doing
but I'd
like
love to go
college
to a train
assignments on a
station.
train.
Your college assignments on a train.
I
Where
was
to?
like
Oh yeah.
writing on the train to Galway.
There's a train to
We
go.
were- The train to on a train to Galway. I was doing assignments on the train, and it was actually rather lovely. It's incredibly peaceful. And then on the way back, because on the way over there I was sitting with people we know, and we had a lovely time. However, on the way back, the train was super busy, and we didn't get sitting together. Instead, I got talking to this gentleman, who I will title the Galway Man. I have not an idea what the man was saying. He had a really thick accent. And so, as a protective measure, I wore sunglasses.
So what's
Wait,
it,
whoa,
it's
whoa,
what,
whoa,
to trick him into
whoa.
thinking you were blind or something?
No.
Did you just ignore
So
a man
he
who was
couldn't
trying to
see my
talk to you?
eyes.
What the
Sounds
fuck
about
difference does
right.
that make?
He was drunk!
You're such a rude individual.
Turtle Guy, you're the
I
kind
was
of guy
afraid.
oh, now I feel bad. I'm not going to finish that
I
now.
don't. That's funny, or what?
I don't
You
wanna
were
get stabbed.
afraid.
You say you
What was
didn't
he
want
gonna
to
stab
die.
you with?
I don't know. He could have had a knife.
I could have a knife every time I see you.
Turtle Guy, I'm holding a
And
sword
you've
right
seen
now.
me drunk. Is this your little fucking whole sword with the scabbard? Are you playing with yourself again?
I'm playing with myself.
Speaking of swords, I saw one time when I was on a train in Germany, this homeless guy came on and he started fencing.
Oh.
You know?
Someone else?
No,
On his
like,
own?
okay, maybe that was it.
No,
Like,
let's not. No, let's just. We get it.
Fencing
Let's move on.
is a euphemism.
David, we'll just move on. We get
no.
it.
And if you
So,
listen to that
another
episode from a
story
while
that
ago, you'll know what
I
swords are a
have-
euphemism for.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I have another. I have another story.
Look, you can read between the lines.
I
you
went
can
on a
read between the lines.
boat at one point. I do not
had
get
fun.
seasick. I do not get seasick.
I got
But when I
seasick
was younger, I
once.
did. Turtle Guy,
And then I watched Stuart Little 3, and I stopped getting seasick.
What?
Or
And then
wait,
you just
maybe
get
it caused me
rat
getting.
sick.
No.
When did you get seasick?
When were you at
I
sea?
went
I
on a
couldn't
boat
imagine
to the Isle of Man.
you can't swim.
I
Oh no, you
tried
can't
to.
ride a bike.
You
That's
don't
what
have to. You don't have to swim on a boat, David. I don't know what boats you've been on where you actively have to swim alongside.
I'm just saying,
them.
what if you
They
fell
got a
off?
pool, they got.
Oh,
I'd
that's
actually
fair.
much love to go on a boat again. Can the boys go on a boat?
No.
I want to go.
Boys
I
boat?
want to learn how to sail. I think that's another thing I want to learn in my life.
Whoa, no. I meant like on a cruise kind of thing. I don't.
I
why
would
know how
would I
expensive
navigate a
rather be
cruises
boat?
are.
fucking flayed alive than go on a cruise. I can imagine nothing I
Really?
would rather do less than go on
I
a
would
cruise. It just
love
seems
going
so
on a cruise.
fucking
It's just a
incredibly
long
boring
ass
to me.
train.
No, but it's
My
just so
ideal
boring.
cruise.
It's a lot
My
more
ideal
choppy.
cruise is that you just go around, go to countries I've never seen before for like a day, and then I just lie down and write and listen to music for like an entire fucking day. It'd be
No,
great.
that just feels like a waste of a trip to me.
See,
I
it's
just
don't.
sounds
Well, no,
boring.
like you
Train
port
journey
every
seems
so often, then you can walk around and see the new
yeah, I
cities.
know that, but like I'd rather just go to those cities.
Nah.
Oh, if I was
prefer
gonna
the
go on a
boat.
boat, I'd rather fucking go to Venice and, you know, Indiana Jones my way around the canals.
Well,
That'd
that
be
would be
cool.
fun. I don't know if you're. Are you allowed to do that?
Oh, what are they there for? If not for me to Indiana Jones my
attack
way
the
around them.
Knights Templar? I don't think so.
They're not the Knights Templar. Okay, they're only associated with the Knights Templar.
I
They're
couldn't
not
remember
actually.
their exact title.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Was
Okay.
it the Brotherhood of something?
Yeah.
If we were all, because Turtle Guy isn't trying to redeem this topic, I will. So, if we were all in a chase
Good.
and you had to get away,
What?
Horse.
Oh, this is actually a good idea.
what mode of
I didn't think of
transportation
this.
would you
Horse.
go? What would it be? A horse.
A horse.
If you had
Speaking of
access
Indiana
to
Jones.
everything.
Tired.
Yeah, a horse. What am I gonna say? A
Hot air
plane? I
balloon.
can't fly
Bye.
planes.
No, but like I'd go with I'd
Hot air
go.
balloon.
What,
I
a
would.
car? Predictable. Also,
No,
traffic.
no. I would go with I'd go with the new hover car. I'd go with the flying car that's coming out next year. The
Yeah,
flying
okay.
car. The
Your
300.
Well,
idea doesn't exist.
when
I
you're-
want a hot air
What the
balloon.
fuck?
No
It
one
costs
can track me.
$300,000, Turtle Guy. It's literally for sale.
When
Eh?
your flying car breaks and you plummet out of the sky to your death, me and my horse will be all the way out on the frontier.
That or an
You won't even
amphibious
fucking
car.
see us.
That or the amphibious
What,
car.
like a car a boat car?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what amphibious means.
Why don't you just get a boat?
No, because then.
Why don't you just get a helicopter instead of a flying?
Because I can't
fucking-
fly a helicopter.
How do you know you'll be able to fly a
flying
car?
Ah, it's fucking. If I can do half of it, I'll figure out the other half while I'm in the air.
Hot air
Probably
balloon.
that's the last
Easy
place you
peasy.
want to be if you're trying to figure out how to fly something is already in the air.
Well, pull up, go high, pull down, go low. It's just a case of
goes
figuring out how
up
to
and
slow down.
Tell you what I would like though, the answer is horse. Remember Indiana
Mhm.
Jones when he was in the subway?
Oh, that is
That's
good.
what
That is
I'd
good
do.
fun.
Just horses
get
where they're not
tired.
supposed to be. Yeah, I'm getting fucking tired of you.
Yeah, well, hot air
Cars
balloon.
need to be
I
refilled.
know.
Torgo, you're frightened of heights. You want to be suspended from a flaming box?
That'll be fine.
No, you
I'll
won't.
hire
Wait,
a guy
no, did
to
you say a
fly
hot
it
air
for me
balloon?
and I'll just go to sleep. Yeah,
How the fuck
Also,
I'd be
wait, if you're
terrified
being
in that
chased.
thing?
that'll be fine.
No, you would not.
No, I wouldn't
I
be. So
refuse it.
I refuse to believe you would.
Yeah, because we can all stand on boxes.
Yeah, yeah. That's worse.
Oh,
Well, no, it's
speaking
probably
of
not worse
Indiana
actually.
Jones.
It's
No,
just
I
a
think
little
I'd
bit
fuck
less.
with a blimp.
No, it's yeah. I still wouldn't like to be in one, to be honest, but it's not as bad
If
as
it's
a hot air
anything
balloon.
like what The Last Crusade told me it was like, then I absolutely would love to go for a little flight in a blimp. I think that'd be cool.
Were they actually
David, me
like
and
what
you
they
would
were
go
back
and then
then?
we throw a guy out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know for sure if they are like that, but I would like that. Me and Turtle Guy can do it. Like, I'll be Indiana Jones. He can be my dad.
David, we're bringing the blimp back.
We're gonna single-handedly bring back the blimp.
Yep. What could go wrong?
Do you know there's only something like 25 blimps in the world? There's like a shockingly low number of blimps in the entire
Oh,
world.
Almost
wow.
like something happened to make them go out of style.
But that's still more.
I know, but like I
than the
feel like
amount of
that's like if
episodes
I
of
found out there
Turtle
was
Talks.
only 100 helicopters in the whole world, I think I'd be like, that seems wrong.
What's another cool type of transportation?
Turtle Guy.
What-
What was the turtle buggy? Can you describe it to us?
Oh, a tank. Actually, yeah,
I
if I'm
always,
getting chased,
I
I'm gonna
always
take a
assumed it
fucking
as like
tank.
a dune buggy.
It was a dune buggy. Yeah, it was a dune buggy.
What is the
Oh,
turtle?
have you
buggy?
ever driven? Have you
Well,
ever
like-
It
driven?
was like the Spider Mobile, basically. You just ripped off the Spider.
No. I drove a go-kart and I crashed instantly. I got traumatized.
Oh yeah,
I kept getting hit into.
I'm pretty
Was I
sure.
with you?
I think I won a trophy for being the fastest around on a dirt buggy in my school
didn't.
tour.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Were
sure
you
I have that
fighting
trophy
kids?
somewhere.
Were we not?
Yeah, it was the entire
on
year.
the same tour?
You were against children?
Well, I was also a child.
He's probably against me. That's where I discovered my gambling addiction. Anyway,
What in the fucking field? What?
no, maybe I'm thinking of we were on a school tour and there was go-karting.
Yeah, well, this was a dirt buggy.
You guys remember that episode of Breaking Bad when Jesse asked him to go go-karting and he says no? That's sad, man.
No, that's a spoiler.
That's real
God damn it,
sad.
that's such a spoiler.
Well,
I thought that's where the series was
it's not a
building. I thought it was a
major plot
go-karting
point.
showdown.
that's
I
actually
thought it
where
was
the
a
series is building,
go-karting
and then he
showdown.
goes to the go-kart thing, and then Gus is there and shoots him in the head. That's
I thought it was going to be like
then-
Breaking Bad. I thought he wasn't going to be able to
Yeah.
brake in time. He was going to
yeah,
crash
in
into a
the
wall and
final
explode.
episode, actually, when the title comes up, the E in breaking fades away, and then you're like,
That's what I thought it was going to
my
be, and then it was the
God.
whole time.
bravo, Vince. He did it again. That's
And
son
then
of a
he
bitch.
says, like, I better call Saul.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm slipping, Jimmy. And he slips. And there's some guy called Jimmy there.
I'd love to go on
Alright, more
what the fuck, a jet ski. I'd like a jet ski. Jet ski I can fuck
Jet
with. I
ski
think
would
that'd
be
be
cool.
fun.
I like boats. I do like boats. But the
I do
cruise
like
ship
boats,
to me
but not
bores
submarines.
me.
Fuck that.
I'd like a little, like, old-fashioned boat, like a small little one.
Like a tugboat or something.
Wooden, a sail.
Or like, oh, okay. You mean like a
Oh,
little, like
you
a
mean
dinghy.
like a dinghy? Where are you going to be sailing
do.
that?
Yeah, where are you going to be sailing that?
Ocean.
You're not as far. You're sure as shit not going to be going to fucking Turtle Island on that thing, because a dinghy in the ocean probably is possible, but it's I wouldn't recommend.
Probably
it.
ill-advised, though.
Yeah, very ill advised. What I would fuck with is one of the submarines from Atlantis Milo's Adventure. That shit looked awesome. That entire aesthetic.
Oh,
was
wait, if we're
fucking
talking about
slapping.
underappreciated early 2000s hits, I'm going to go with one of the ships from Treasure Planet.
Oh,
Those things
they were good actually.
It's just a fucking pirate ship in space. Are you serious?
That is
That's like the
yeah,
coolest
that's
thing
genuinely very good. That's a good shout.
Do pirate ships still exist? Like, could I go on a sailable?
ever. Oh, I wonder what
Yeah.
made them go out of fashion. That's the kind of bullshit you were coming out when I was talking about fucking Hindenburgs. Alright, you motherfucker. So fuck you and suck my dick. Yes, they exist. I've seen them.
In the wild.
Functional ones?
What do you mean functional ones? What do you think they rip out the engine? They're sailboats, turtle guy. As long as the sail is intact, they will go.
Ah, are pirates still a thing? Like,
Have you ever
yes,
seen
pirates
Captain
are still
Phillips?
a thing.
okay.
As long as there's
Although they don't use
siege
fucking
equipment.
sails.
No, they use AK-47s.
Have you seen the meme going around? I feel like I've mentioned this on the pod as well, where like freight shipping containers have been designing large wind catchers
Kites.
to help large
Yeah.
kites to help them, and then just go paid to the Pirates of the Caribbean in a fucking pirate ship. It's so funny. Everything's going back in circles. It's good.
That's it. And you
No,
like those.
not circles.
I do. I
Fuck.
love narrative
What
circles.
is a method of transportation that you despise?
Oh, I
That's a good
probably do
question.
have an
There
answer
are
for
these
this. If I
type
can
of
think of one.
plane things that are like, I don't know. It's not. It's more of a glider than a plane. So it's like they got a big.
Oh, like the hang glider with the little seat in the
fan.
engine.
Yeah.
They're cool, but I would
One of my
never ever
neighbors
get
has them.
one.
One of my neighbor flies around in them all the time.
Who the fuck do you live next to? Nigel Thornberry?
They
Who the fuck actually
they
owns
also
one of
have
them?
a full-on plane, but they have both, and they fly around all the time. They have their own runway and
Why
everything.
would you
It's actually really cool.
fly around in the glider when you have big plane?
Because
man.
if
Sometimes
they
you
have
just wanna
enough money
feel the
to
wind
get
on
a
your
plane,
balls.
exactly. Yeah, no, I shouldn't have agreed to that before you finished talking. I assumed you were going to say face, but
Face.
Never assume.
they
always
just
assumed
they
it
love
was.
flying around.
That's cool. Like Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and they
he
haven't
fly
crashed yet,
around?
as far as I'm aware.
Oh, unlike Harrison Ford.
Unlike Harrison Ford, Hollywood famed actor.
He's
Yes,
crashed
that was
like
like the
several
whole point
times.
of.
That was where the Fire Team of Fools thing came from.
Yeah.
Him crashing his planes. I listened to a podcast. Just because I happened to randomly listen to a podcast where they mentioned him crashing his plane, the morning we recorded that episode, House of Figures might never exist.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
potentially.
All right, you two, give me vehicles you'd never go on.
Never go on.
Probably
A
like
fucking hot air balloon.
A
Fuck
car
that.
driven
yeah,
by
honestly, a
turtlenecks.
hot air balloon's probably.
No,
the-
I don't know
You know,
where the fuck they were used. What part
I'm
of
like-
history were they actually used in?
What? Hot air balloons.
Yeah.
Around the world in 80 days?
That's
that
a fictional
one mission in
story.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's also a fictional story. When were... Okay, I'm gonna look up what were hot air
Cowboy
balloons
times.
actually used.
They're
Fuck,
probably the
that'd
first
actually
like,
be kind
way
of cool.
to go
Imagine...
airborne.
Shit, that would actually be a kind of a cool setting, like a fucking hot air balloon Wild West, with like a floating town with balloons. Anyway,
I think that's
it's like
just like what
Bioshock.
steampunk is.
Yeah, essentially, I guess. What were
So
hot air balloons?
are both of you going
used
with hot air
for?
balloon?
Yeah, fuck hot air
You know,
balloons.
I'm kind of.
They were just used for recreational purposes.
Yeah, well, they kind of just go up. I'm
look up
kind of
hot air balloon
60-40 on fucking
Both?
helicopters.
Oh.
Oh, like private? Would you
You
ever do
been?
like the private helicopter around New York, like that kind of thing?
See, this is what I mean. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I don't like the idea
don't know
of
if
flying
I-
around close to buildings.
I don't like the idea of flying around at all
Oh.
in a
'Cause
helicopter.
it's much more
There's something about
scarier
it.
when you're in a it's a more confined space than a plane.
You know what it is? I can hear it.
Mm.
You know, I can hear the, you know, and it's to me, I'm like, I don't need to know how I'm here. That frightens me.
What the fuck?
Do you
Although
think
I do
people
kinda
on
also
planes
wanna
just,
do it.
like, ignore the fact that they're kind of on a plane? Because I
What do you
used to
mean,
be scared of. Well, no, I used to like be scared of flying.
What changed?
Well, it was more some kind of a fear in of the unknown because I was never alert when I flew. I only flew when I was a
What?
kid.
Were you sedated?
When was the last time you were on a plane? I thought you were on a plane like recently, no?
Yes, we flew on a holiday.
Oh,
But
yeah.
what do you mean you weren't alert? Were you sedated, or were you just asleep all
Yeah,
the time?
did they
Or like
drug
what?
you?
I was a baby.
You were fucking B.A. Baracus. Every single time he gets on the plane, they had to just chloroform Turtle Guy, or find other ways to knock him out until he got onto the thing. That was one of the fucking
Apparently
weirdest
I
running
was
jokes
a-
on that show, but it was incredible.
Apparently, when I was about one or I must have been one or under because I was still being able. So I was being carried on the plane. I wasn't sitting. I was fed a bucket load of sweets, and then the bucket load of sweets came out.
You got sick?
I threw up.
Why do you word
No,
things
this is
so
really
strange?
this is leaving a Mark Part 3. This is just what it's.
This is like
becoming.
leaving
No,
Mark
it's
2.5
But the trans,
at the
yes,
very
the
least.
transport special. Oh,
Transport
Hoover
special.
Hoover's Hoover's online. I wonder if
How did
Hoover
he
is
get
in.
here?
But fun fact,
Coming
there is
down on the-
there's a hot air balloon material known as Hyperlast or Hyperlife or Ultralast that
Sounds
can
like a
repair
drug you get on
themselves
over the counter.
if a hole develops by rubbing the affected area a while. That's the direct quote. So you
Yeah,
just
you
rub
can't really
around it, and
relate
it
to.
just like I'm assuming the particles heat up and they like bind back together, which is fucking cool.
I guess that is
Magic.
kind of cool.
I love how we're just eagerly
Oh,
kind
hot
of
air
keeping
balloons
quiet
cannot
because we know
pop, I
Hoover's
mean.
gonna appear.
Why the fuck are you being quiet? It's a
can't?
podcast. Apparently they can't pop because there's a hole at the bottom.
What if I shoot
Yeah.
it?
Okay, well that's not popping then.
That's just
That's piercing.
But yes, for a long time I was scared of going on a plane, and then went on a plane and was like, oh, this isn't too bad.
I guess that isn't too bad.
But it's not a fear of flying, it's a fear of it not flying.
You know, I'm not afraid of flying at all.
I mean, I guess that's
No.
if a plane doesn't fly when you get on it, you've just been missold.
Yeah, no, I'm not really
It's
afraid
just a
of
bus at
flying.
that point.
Hoover,
Hello,
we are a
Hoover. We are
podcast.
in the podcast. Welcome to the pod, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Hoover has arrived. Ooh, nearly voice crack because my throat has.
But no,
a
I'm not
cold.
afraid of flying because
Oh, Hoover's gone.
Hoover
he
has
doesn't like
left.
podcasts.
Perhaps
He was
Hoover
too
made a
busy
smart
playing
choice.
Fortnite.
Every time I get on a plane and I
Hmm.
sit down and I buckle up and I like put my earphones in or whatever, I just kind of sit back and I just accept this thing could go down. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's just fucking go for
I
it.
get that as well,
You know?
but I hate the fact that's a thought that you have to have. I don't like it. Why can't we just have teleportation? Actually, teleportation fucks me up. Do you know like the theory that
I love
if
that.
It would just
teleportation
like
happened,
completely destroy you.
yeah, but then a carbon
Basically.
copy of you would be made, so you just
Like ship
instantly
of
die.
Oh, oh.
You'd
what?
instantly
Would
die,
destroy
but a
me.
clone would be. Oh fuck yeah, Hoover would take it, obviously. Hoover's just a Devil May Cry character at this point. No matter what happens, Hoover is Armstrong from fucking Metal Gear Rising. Man, son, and he just gets punched
Easy.
and nothing happens.
I'd win.
All right,
It's not a
Hoover,
you
let's
don't
catch
fight
you up. We're
teleportation.
talking all about planes, trains, and automobiles.
All of which is just stories of Turtle Guy getting sick on planes, trains, and
Shut the
automobiles.
fuck up!
Because Turtle Guy thought of this topic and he didn't
Again.
really ask us
Oh,
before
yeah,
if we
why
had a
are you
lot of
getting
interesting
motion
stories.
sickness?
I don't know. Hoover,
you go on roller
tell us
coasters,
what
Turtle
is
Guy?
your favorite...
Oh, there's something
Ah.
I don't like.
Really? I
What?
don't like. I thought I didn't like
Depends.
roller coasters either, and then I had this talk
I
with
love
Hoover,
danger.
and I was
I've
like, you
never
know what?
been
Maybe I
on a
do
roller
actually like
coaster,
roller
but it
coasters.
scares me.
No, I do. There's some roller coasters like I just don't like the big ones.
I've
I
been
don't
on
like
big
the
ones.
outdoor
Yeah, I know
ones.
you
Indoor
do,
ones
you're
I
a
fuck with.
I love big ones.
Yeah, you're a
And the
psychopath.
big outdoor ones.
I
I am a
don't-
psychopath. I seek
I've been
danger.
on like one of those 40 ones,
That doesn't
which is
count.
just a chair that moves.
You probably got motion sickness on that, didn't you?
Well, like a Shrek.
Any
full
roller
seat.
coaster
No,
can have a
didn't.
chair that moves if you just
Hoover.
loosen the bolts just a
What
tiny bit.
is your least favorite type of
What is
transportation?
your favorite?
Of transportation.
Or your least favorite vehicle?
My least favorite vehicle.
Cyber's and David's was the hot air balloon. Mine
hot air
was like a
balloon,
weird
fuck
kind
that.
of glider plane.
What's the point of a hot air balloon? You're in a fucking wicker basket doing fuck all.
Yeah, if
Mine
you try
would
to
be
light
like-
one cigarette, you...
Mine
Yeah,
would
because
be.
all of us are such famous smokers.
Yeah,
of
probably
course.
a hot air balloon because it's not
Thank you,
fast
Hoover.
enough.
Fuck you, Turtle Guy. It doesn't actually.
Hoover's-
you say that.
Hoover's
A hot air
is
balloon can travel up to
psychotic.
246 kilometers an hour. Apparently.
That's
That's not
cool, but
fast
like I
enough.
don't give a shit.
What do you mean?
I'm
That's
not
not
going
possible.
on one.
Faster.
Oh no!
But they
Hoover,
crossed.
no.
They crossed the entire
Hoover,
ocean in
what
2
is
days.
your... Okay.
Oh
he's
well,
gone,
actually, yeah, that's
he's
probably
gone.
not that.
Silent on us. Never mind. What
Copy.
is
Fuck
your
you.
favorite type of transportation?
My favorite type of transportation?
Yes.
I haven't driven it yet, but probably a jet.
Yes, by the way, can I just say?
No,
yeah.
I fuck with that. I want to learn how to sail. I also would like to learn how to fly. So I'm with Hoover on this one. It's a yes.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
would
gonna
love to
do
learn
it.
how to sail. I gotta find the One Piece eventually.
Me and Hoover
My
sailing
house,
out into the
probably.
sea, never seen again. I love that. Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like to die at sea with Hoover, but I'm just saying it's
Submarine?
a fun image.
Thoughts on submarine?
No, I don't like that. There's no windows. I get why, because you just compress instantly and kill everyone.
I'd
but
be
like,
interested to
Put
go
a
to
window in it.
no, you couldn't.
Well, some do. Mini subs do, but they can't go too deep.
Yeah, but exactly.
No.
If you try to go
Or
super
they
deep,
implode.
exactly. There you go, Turtle Guy. You understand. Turtle Guy understands implosion, yet does not understand gravity. But that's a topic for another day.
I would survive implosion.
You
Of course
wouldn't
you would.
survive.
The
You would
world.
survive all of the air leaving the thing and
Yep.
just fucking.
I'd
You
breathe it
turn
in.
to soup.
Let's not
That's where all
argue
the air
with him
go.
about
Hoover
these
would
things.
just grab the air
he truly
back.
does believe you.
Yeah, that thing that's been intangible for all our lives, I just yoink it back in.
Hoover thinks
Get
he's
back in
Bear
here.
Grylls.
Bear
Whenever Hoover
He's
does
an
a
elderly
push-up. Oh no,
being.
Chuck Norris. Sorry, Chuck Norris. It's like whenever Chuck Norris does a push-up, he pushes the earth down. Like it.
I love
like-
those Chuck Norris.
Yeah, they're so
videos.
funny. They're so funny. Chuck Norris has like a bear on his floor. It's not a bearskin rug. It's just it's alive and too afraid to move.
I can't believe Chuck Norris memes are coming back. It's like 2012 all over
They're
again.
so
All
funny.
right. Hoover, do you have any tales of traveling for us? Be it by car, be it by train, be it by
Specifically, the
plane or
actual when
any
you're on the
other.
transport, not where you were going. Specifically, while you were on the transport. Did you lose a DS
any
game while you were on the plane? for
Stories
example?
while I was on. I had, I've once absolutely gone insane in the back of a car with my brother and my sister. That was a trip and a half. Essentially, we would do this holiday yearly, but we would go to England. We'd take a boat over, and we'd drive from Wales down to Plymouth. Okay.
Okay.
And that's about like a 12-hour car journey.
Oh no. Is that
And-
including the boat ride?
Nope.
Nope, that's why you said car journey, Turtle Guy.
I was
Yeah.
checking.
So fucking
Fuck
listen. So that was a 12-hour car journey, excluding the boat. That's for Turtle Guy there, excluding the boat. So yeah, 12-hour car journey, and me, my sister, and my brother would be in the back, like three aside. No, it would be me and my sister in the middle, and it would be my brother shoved in the back with all the suitcases. And
I love that image.
it was late this year we did it, and we were just all driving, and I don't even know what the joke was, but someone made a joke and my brother started laughing, and started like giggling, harshy laughter started happening, and then my sister started laughing, and then I started laughing, and there was about like a solid hour and a half of the journey where we just couldn't stop laughing, and I think we were actually going to lose it, and our dad was just getting so mad about it. He was just like, "Shut up! It's not funny! Stop laughing!" And we just couldn't stop. We just kept going. And I can't keep this story going, or else I'm gonna start laughing again. But yeah. So I went insane on one of those trips.
Oh.
I have another mode of transportation that I think is probably fun, but I haven't ever tried it. But I think Hoover might
have. I got any other stories? I've been on planes before. Planes are no biggie. I don't know why people are so scared of planes. Anytime there's turbulence or anything like
When
that.
the plane doesn't do the thing the plane is designed to do.
Planes
Which
always
is
going to
what
get
for?
turbulence. Just
Fly!
they all fly. Yeah, they're flying.
but
They're in
even
the
when you
air.
get turbulence, you're
They're
still
doing a
flying.
better job than you. So yeah,
right.
planes don't scare me. And plus, I don't really have great stories while on vehicles because any vehicle I'm in puts
Oh
me
yeah,
to sleep
Hoover just
straight away.
sleeps. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was really weird. Hoover was just driving and then just.
Even when we all went on the train together that time, he was like asleep. We were a group.
Any vehicle puts me to sleep. I love it.
I have two more things.
This isn't really.
I have a question.
A quickie.
I might have an answer.
Okay,
if
Turtle
it's
Guy wants to
directed
have a
towards
quickie.
me. A quickie.
I have so many jokes I want to make, but I know Cyber will just stop the recording.
I will.
Write
tell
them
me
down.
off,
Write them
I'll
down.
be disappointed.
Alright, okay. I was just gonna say that there's a homeless German man who might be able to help you with that. Anyway,
Okay, let's move on.
so
When we were on the train that time, there was a woman and her baby on the train, and she was
I always
showing her
get frightened whenever
videos.
Turtle Guy says something like starts
No,
talking
she
about
was
other
showing her
people.
videos that they show babies.
Oh, I
can't
remember
the name
that.
of
I
it.
remember
Like
that. Yeah.
Coco
And
Melon and shit.
the baby dropped the phone, and she picked it up and said, "If you
Yeah.
broke that,
Yeah.
you're paying for it."
Yep. I remember
the
that turtle
baby.
guy. Yeah. She started threatening the baby with financial debt.
That baby's like, I'm already up to my eyeballs in debt. You
That
expect
is
me to
kinda
pay for
funny.
your goddamn phone as well?
I
have
do.
you were
one
younger-
good- that's my one good story of the whole
No,
episode.
I'm glad you did it right near the end. When you were younger and you were on a long car journey, did you ever look out the window and you'd see that guy?
Oh yeah, the running
The
guy.
Invisible Man.
The running guy.
The running guy.
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
the
ever
running
get-
guy.
I love
Yeah,
the
the
And
running
he's
guy.
always parkouring.
The running
for
guy
my
lasted
guy-
so long. I had like two that would fight each other while they were running. It was incredible.
It was
Yeah,
that
I-
or the
you know, I-
raindrops.
Sometimes I would do, I'd have Wild Mutt from Ben 10 be my running guy. He'd just be running out there.
Oh, that's
Ben
cool.
10.
Yeah.
I had two
My
like
guy-
shadowy figures.
Yeah, I kind of always just saw like a guy then in like a hoodie.
I can't remember what my guy looked like, but he was fucking awesome because when we drive along the coast and there are these wind turbines out in the ocean, and so he'd be like running up the blades, jumping the blades,
God
and
damn.
then he was awesome.
Fuck, he was cool.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he was-
That's cool.
he was
Man, I
dope.
miss the guy.
I
It's
love
harder
the
to have
parkour, man.
the guy when you're the one driving. You can't really look out the side window.
I know.
And
I
if it was
haven't
driving over
raining,
him.
it was the raindrops. It was the race of the raindrops.
Oh yes.
Turtle guy,
The
did you
raindrop
have that guy? Or were you too
Wasn't
too
it
busy
so
being
awesome when the
left behind?
raindrops merged?
Yeah, and then they
but my
became one.
story isn't really
It's like
about
Dragon
that
Ball
guy.
Z.
It's about these two other people.
Okay, I guess go for it. I
Every
guess my
time
Well,
on
they're
the
not
bus
that
to
guy.
college,
You're not that guy.
it'd be early in the morning, and David may know who I talk about. But these two people, we dubbed
I have
them
a
the
question.
Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Is this a story that we're allowed to tell? What is this?
Yes,
don't-
it is. Don't worry, they're still alive.
I don't know who these people
That's
are.
like
by
the
the
bare
way.
minimum,
They
Turtle
are
guy.
two people on
do I.
bikes, and one of the people had a mirror on their bike,
Oh,
and
I
they
do
drive.
remember this guy.
They would drive
This
on their
fucking
way to
idiot.
college. They'd drive pretty close to the motorway, or like basically a really busy road and fucking twisty as hell. And these two guys or people, I think one of them was young, like one of them was fairly young, and then one of them was like middle age.
Wait, wait, when
People
Turtle
would
Guy
just-
didn't describe that well. When he
what
said
the
there was a
fuck?
mirror on the bike, it was like, you know,
Yeah.
the rear view mirror of a fucking car.
Yeah?
Uh huh.
It was one of them, just sticking off the
Oh.
side of his bike.
I don't know what it achieved.
What the fuck?
But like every time,
Probably
it would just
looking
be really
behind.
awkward because the bus would have to slow down and just kind of try, and they wouldn't pull in. They'd see plenty of spaces to pull in, but they wouldn't.
Oh, I hate
Hence
those kind
the
of
name
people.
Suicide Squad.
I hate that. The name doesn't really add in, but that does make sense. I hate those people.
I didn't come up with the name.
Who did? Me?
Bus
Probably
driver.
Oh,
Bus driver.
bus
I know
driver.
that bus driver. He's the last man on the planet, I would imagine, watching the
Bus
Suicide Squad,
driver.
or perhaps reading a comic book of the Suicide Squad.
I have another question.
Go for it.
I have two honorable mentions of transportation that we haven't mentioned yet. As number one, the humble minecart, and number two,
Yeah.
I would
Another
love
Indiana
at some
Jones.
point to do like an Indiana Jones minecart thing of like in a minecart. It'd probably break my arm or something, but
You don't like roller coasters though.
no,
I
but like on a
love that.
stable surface, or like temple run, like that kind of idea. But then a golf cart is another humble mention. Snowmobile
Classic.
is something that I desperately want to ride at some point in my life.
Yeah.
What about jetpack? Where
Not
are we at
real.
with those?
There's water jetpacks. There's those like crafting
Oh, I'd love
people
to
on.
do one of those.
I would love to do one of those. That shit is put me in water and I'd love that. That's so good. I love the ocean. I love
yeah,
water.
those
I
look
love
kinda
water
cool.
sports. Yeah, I'm fucking Aquaman. But
I'd love to ride a
although I
horse.
broke a surfboard
That's something I
apparently.
haven't done yet.
Never ridden
I
a horse,
have.
man. I love riding horses.
I was on a horse.
Okay.
of course,
What
there
does
has
that
to be
mean?
one
I was
thing
on a
that
horse.
isn't.
Never got any further.
I got on top of the horse. The
Like
horse moved
stood
a little
on it,
bit.
or like did you try surfing the horse? What is this? What do you mean you were on top of the horse? You were
I
so.
sat on the horse.
I'll
You
fucking
did
sit
just
on
sit
you.
on the horse.
And then
Good
the
job.
horse spooked me and I ran away.
You
Well, no,
ran
usually
away.
Usually the
fell off the
horses are the
horse.
ones that get spooked and run away, but you're the first person to be spooked by the horse. Fascinating.
The horse
Yeah,
just like
usually the
sniffed. I'm
horses
like, "Ah."
do the spooking.
But my other question that is technically to do with planes, trains, and automobiles, but more to do with the automobiles bit, is when you're stuck in traffic, as we all have been at some point in our
Not me,
lives.
I just fly.
What do you do? Do you have anything that, if we ignore like phones, if we ignore like music or podcasts or anything like that, is there anything that you do while you're sitting in a
Yeah.
car? I look at all
yeah.
of the cars and all the vehicles and I imagine them
I stare
transforming
at
into
the
see
person
what
in
they're like.
front of
I'm
me and I
talking
judge
over.
what they're doing.
So I
Whoa.
basically look at all of the cars and I just pretend that they're transforming and see what they're like when they transform, and it's a very nice, very satisfying time. To Hoover, I apologize for shouting.
I was practicing being
I
turtle guy,
apologize.
you know, I deserve that.
Oh, of course, for the Turtle Game musical that we're going to be making. I forgot about that.
What?
Yeah,
Ironically,
but
we
I
didn't have
apologize,
the one
Hoover.
actual actor to be in
No,
that.
it's like the Shia LaBeouf thing, where
yeah.
Turtle Guy will be in the audio. But
actual
Hoover, I
cannibal
apologize.
Toad guy.
No,
you
I think it
speak,
was
Hoover.
funny. No,
I'm genuine.
what I said, I judge the person in front of me. I like stare. I stare through their back window, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they so slow? That's actually what I do behind if I'm behind a car, I'm like, why am I behind you? Why are you driving slow? Like how do I get past
hate
you?
being behind those horse boxes.
Mm,
Because I always had this
But
image
the
of a
horse is
horse
just there
like,
back at you.
busting out and like running at me.
The horse is thinking the same thing.
What
I
does
don't
that
kick
mean?
this guy's
What
head.
does that mean?
How does that
Yeah.
make you feel?
What does this guy taste like?
What the fuck? Horses are not carnivorous.
Yeah,
Am I
they
wrong?
don't
I know,
eat
but if he
people.
had the chance.
They're not carnivorous.
If I had the chance, I'd eat you. How does that make you feel?
No, he wouldn't. That's a in Roblox.
No,
in
in
Minecraft.
Thirsty.
In Minecraft. I don't like
Yeah.
that conversation. Let's move on.
I have eaten him before on the blocks. Oh, no,
You
on the
have
woods.
on the woods, I guess. Yeah, well, that's horrifying.
Mhm.
Right. So,
Put 'em up in
yeah,
bits.
thinking. What about David and Turtle Guy? Do you have any traffic things that you do to pass the time? Hoover's, I get. I sometimes accidentally find myself doing it. I have to like submerge it away like Schmeagol, and I'm like, no, don't do that. That's
I
mean.
sort of start doing like accents.
Oh, Turtle Guy's told me about them. That's fair. I do that sometimes when I'm driving
I
as well.
start doing like
Like what?
voices.
Oh, okay.
Generally, in the car, I would just sing.
That's
Yeah, well
fair.
that's the thing. You said no music,
whistle.
so I didn't mention my singing. But I've become like the #1 Billy Joel impersonator in the world.
Billy Joe.
It's a
Me
mix
and
of singing or
Turtle
ranting
Guy
about
used to
random
love this back in the day. was
Oh, I know
every
it.
once in a while we'd be going to college, and I just give him weekly Lost updates. I was watching Lost for the first time at the time, and I just pick him up, and he'd ask me what was happening in Lost, and I just tell him about Lost, and I would do all
And
the
that could
Lost.
take up the whole hour journey, and
Yeah.
I'd exit, and I'd be so happy. I'd be filled with joy, ready for the day.
Yeah,
Aw.
and I do all the voices and stuff. I do Saeed, I do Charlie, do Claire and her baby. You know.
That was an important plot point, I believe.
Yeah.
David, not to sidetrack but from the topic, but would you say Lost is your Roman Empire, as they would put it?
I do think about it an awful lot. I force it into a lot of conversations. I think it might be my favorite TV show,
Interesting.
Wow.
which it didn't used to be. But I rewatched one of the episodes for Christmas. And I was like, oh, this shit's good.
Oh,
You should hit me in the
Spicy.
field.
Oh man, it did. And they were on a plane and Lost, and then it crashed. And there's a boats in Lost. How confident are you that you could make a seaworthy raft if you were trapped on an island?
No.
It depends on what's on
Am
the
I
island. I would
seaworthy?
try my best.
I am the seaworthy raft.
See, I'm pretty
Hey,
confident
no,
I could
let's
do
do
it, and I think that
another.
might
I
be
think
one
I
of
could.
YouTubers' things. Like
No,
when men get asked if they could land a plane. Like I'm pretty confident I could build a raft.
I think I could build a
I
raft.
also
Not
think
land.
that
Well, not
too.
land. Honestly, maybe land the plane.
I
I would never want to be put in that situation.
If I had ATC in my ear,
Yeah,
then yeah, I think I could.
yeah, that's a different thing. Then you're just following instructions. But in terms
Exactly.
of building a raft, I think I could.
I know
but
I could, because I've seen Lost. They built that fucking raft, it looked sick. And then they fell off and there was a
mean-
shark.
me and you tried to float
Not
around in
sure.
the ocean.
Oh yeah, oh man, never mind. We didn't build that raft, we were
We didn't
given
build it.
that
Yeah,
raft.
that was given to us by the Lord and Savior.
Just like in Lost, they were getting bothered by sharks.
Yeah, that was a horrifying
We're here
experience.
for the boy.
I can't think of
Awesome.
what I do when I'm stuck in traffic.
We have to
You just
do...
kind of
Yeah, well,
peek
yeah.
into the other cars and just kind of see what's going on.
Flash your nipples.
No!
You ever see the video of the guy who
No!
drives in between two cars and then puts on a projector and starts playing Guitar Heroes along the side of a speeding truck as he's like leaning out? It's so cool. It's very
Did you ever see
dangerous.
the video of
So
the
cool.
guy on a motorbike? It's like hit from his POV, and he's driving along, and a bus driver puts his arm out to stop him, and because there was a guy who was crossing the road, and then he looks at the bus driver and he gives him a little fist bump. It's cool.
Oh, that is.
I
that's
have
wholesome.
seen that. I have seen
There's
that.
also that
It's
one. You
great.
ever see the happiest fucking guy crossing the road, and he's like
What?
walking like a fucking Tom and Jerry character, and he like beckons for the car to go.
Oh
The guy
yeah,
in the car lets him
I have
go,
seen
and then
that.
he just keeps walking. He just fucking could not be happier if he tried.
That guy's got no enemies,
Oh, not at all, man. There's not 1 ounce of hate in that man's heart. I'd love to be like
which
that.
is good. Yeah. So I have another question, seeing that Turtle Guy isn't hosting
episode,
the
is
topic really anymore. Do you have a favorite fictional mode of transportation that you
I
would
was actually
like?
gonna ask this earlier,
Ah,
but
I have
didn't.
3.
Are
What's
you
that?
gonna say Optimus Prime?
Submarine
No,
from
actually.
like many leagues under the
A
sea.
transformer.
You want a fucking submarine?
I thought you said you didn't like submarines.
I thought that was in the shape of a knife or something.
Captain Nemo.
I thought-
You can't use it as a
Oh.
knife. Well, I mean,
Okay,
you
movie,
can technically
the
if
movie
you.
absolutely fucking reeks, right? But Captain Nemo in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie, he's got this fucking kick-ass boat. It's like, oh, it's so sick. You should look it up.
I think.
Actually,
I can't
Yeah,
describe
yeah.
it, but it's just like really like absurdly long and thin. Speaking of absurdly long and thin, the 1989 Batmobile, fuck me, that is such a
Oh
cool
yeah.
car.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
I would want
was
Gypsy
on me.
Danger
That was
instead of
on me.
Pacific Rim potentially.
Ooh,
That'd be sick.
A Jaeger?
Yeah, a
You need
Jaeger.
some-
A vehicle?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it is.
Pilot
You
it.
pilot it.
Oh, TARDIS.
I've got
Oh,
3.
yeah, I guess that counts as a vehicle.
And me and Turtle Guy share one.
Oh.
The
I can
TARDIS.
guess one of
A
Hoover's.
great one.
Thanks for listening, Hoover. Proof that Hoover doesn't even listen when we are recording the podcast.
Did you already say TARDIS? Did you
Yeah,
already say
literally,
TARDIS?
literally less than
Just
10
said
seconds
TARDIS.
before. Less than 10 seconds before you said it. I'm guessing that one of
It was
Hoover's
because everyone was talking.
is the One Piece ship, but then I don't know what the next one would be.
Actually, I was going to say the One Piece ship. You're spot on
Which
there.
one?
Oh shit, which one?
I didn't know they changed.
Fuck.
I seen a Funko Pop.
Fuck.
Okay, while you're contemplating that, I'm gonna hit Hoover with another question.
It'd be the
Which
new one. It'd be the new
TARDIS?
one. The Thousand
Which
Sunny.
TARDIS would you
Which
go on?
TARDIS? Matt Smith's TARDIS.
Which one?
The last one.
What do you
he
mean,
had.
which one? Oh, interesting.
He kinda had the interior bit.
Oh,
No,
I know,
the
yeah.
first one he had. I like the first one better.
Yeah, I quite like that first one. Although I'm partial to the new one.
New one's
I
very
think the new one's good.
white.
Nice and big.
White?
Yeah, like it's very bright. I don't watch
Too
Doctor Who, I
bright?
just saw pictures.
Of the
My
new
last
one?
one.
Probably the
can't
spider
remember.
boogie. I think that's what I'd get.
Oh. That's
It
not
can
what I thought.
it can drive up walls.
That is
but
fair.
You
And
say
it-
you're
Isn't it
trying
trying.
also sentient?
No, there is a version that is, but the mainline one isn't. It's just a car that can drive up walls and shoot webs, which are
Some-
two things that I think would be very cool.
My first one is the Jaeger. I think then maybe the...
A specific Jaeger, or just the
Uh,
general concept of
remember my
Jaeger?
last
Who would
Probably-
be who would you
Honestly,
drift
the
with?
one that Idris Elba probably had, I think, was my favorite design.
I think
can't
the
remember
Russian
the name.
one was cool.
Oh, fuck you.
Idris
That's
Elba?
just it's just a wall.
It's just a yeah.
Was
it's like
it
a
Idris Elba in
cooling-
Pacific Rim?
Yeah, he was
he's
fucking. He gave one of the hardest speeches in like
Pentecost.
The
cinematic
first one?
history. Yeah.
He's the one who said.
Why do I not
We
remember
must not delay the apocalypse or whatever the fuck. That's such a good. It's
He's
such a good
cancelling
speech.
the apocalypse.
Yeah, canceling the
I
apocalypse.
was
gonna
afraid
delete
that was like a...
I love
The
that fucking
Jaegers were
movie.
class.
They were in the
But
first
you have to.
movie.
Who would you drift with though?
Hear me out, though.
I mean, the main guy doesn't
I
need
feel
anyone
like-
technically, but I'd drift with Eddie or with any of yous. I feel like.
I
Yeah,
have
but-
one.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know
yeah.
which of yous would be the
Driver?
most mentally stable. Honestly, I might not
That's
be
a
the most
very
mentally
good
stable for it.
question. I don't think any of us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it would be a pain to drive because one, you need a co-pilot, and two, you need
What happens if you
a
get drunk?
synchronized co-pilot.
If one person got drunk and then they synced, would both of the people be drunk?
Do you think one side would
Or
just
would-
like be wacky?
Yeah, would the Jaeger have a stroke or like?
I
That'd be
think
really
it'll just
weird.
have a
That'd be
bad
interesting.
leg.
I mean, maybe that could happen. That's what I mean. But that
I know
would be
what my last
fun.
one would be.
Go for it, and then I'll give my other two.
I want- I
So
want
we've
a
all
battle.
heard of Attack on Titan, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
want to
Are
drive
you
a
gonna say those
person?
grappling
Do
hooks?
you
things?
know
Do they count?
the grappling hooks?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
they're so
That's
dangerous.
like equipment.
Yeah.
They'd be so fun.
That would be like saying
I'd
web shooters. I
die
don't think
like
do you
it would
within
be.
a
slow
week,
down with
but
them?
they'd be so fun. You don't. Like, how do you slow down as Spider-Man when you're swinging? You can't really.
Oh, that is fair.
Yeah, but
No.
his
But he-
arms
well,
are
yeah, he is.
hydraulically
Web.
powered, and they don't yank him towards.
He also
buildings.
has
He just
a lot of
swings.
resistance in his body.
Yeah, he's also super strong. I think when he was first invented, I think he was like the fourth strongest person in the Marvel universe,
Oh, that's cool.
which
And
is
now
not
he's
true.
like,
anymore.
yeah. What other
Um,
vehicle?
My
Oh.
other. Oh, okay, go for it.
No, go for you. Go for it.
wheel.
I feel like this doesn't. Is yours big wheel?
No, unicycle.
Talk about
You
can't
can
ride a
just
normal
buy
bike.
that. A unicycle is not a fictional vehicle.
And again, you can't ride a normal bike. So.
Yeah, but I feel like the big wheel would help.
Oh wait, are you talking about a
Wait, what the fuck? Are you talking
penny
about a
farthing.
penty? Yeah,
penny farthing?
I was gonna say a pentacycle, which would be kind of concerning.
That's frightening. I don't like that.
I would go with potentially. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to fucking fly it, but the Arcadia class jump ship from Destiny.
See, I thought of
I'd
a
fuck
few
with that.
spaceships as well.
Ooh, spaceships.
but I
I wasn't
wouldn't.
even thinking about spaceships.
Either that or
like-
my
You
actual
did,
ship
you
for
just,
Cyber
the
Prime.
first thing you picked, Hoover, was a spaceship.
Yeah, but that's also a time machine.
Like Serenity. I'd love to have Serenity. That's a cool ship.
Serenity is a class ship. The Cowboy Bebop ship.
Because it looks like a firefly. That's why it's called Firefly.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Just for turtle.
It's got a big butt. You know, the Falcon is obviously a classic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I even like the Razor Crest a lot. That was
Yes, I
Mandalorian
don't
ship.
like the new Mandalorian one. That's
Yeah, I
for
prefer the
sure.
big bulky one.
Yeah, it's just cooler. I think I'd like if I was to have a
It
spaceship,
makes
I'd want
more
one I
sense
can
for a
live in.
bounty hunter to have a big ass ship.
Yeah, because
That's
he
why
can
I
live on
like
it. Where the fuck is he
Serenity.
going to live in the little one?
Where's he gonna
Yeah.
stow his fucking people?
Exactly. I don't think he's
with the
actually a
baby?
bounty hunter anymore, though, is he? Or is he?
That's
No, he hasn't been a
yeah. I'd
bounty hunter
like.
for a
I
while.
think Serenity if I was to have any ship because it's just like, you know, there's rooms and stuff on it. There's a big fucking thing.
That is true.
Santa sleigh.
Santa's real, first of all, so jot that down.
Oof. Turtle Guy doesn't understand the
Ooh, I
concept
had
of
another one
friction, is
actually
what
in
we're
my head
learning
there.
here now as well. Turtle Guy
Oh my God,
understands
what was the other one I
implosion
had?
because he did physics, but he also doesn't understand the concept of interstellar
I
gravity.
did not learn
And
implosion
Santa.
from physics. I learned it from history.
You know what would be a shit one? And then you gotta hear me out on this one, though. The DeLorean would be a pretty shit
I've
one.
been looking at my Lego DeLorean and I've been debating whether or not I want it or not.
I was
I
thinking
don't think I
about
like
the
it that
DeLorean
much.
too, and let me tell you,
I'll give you
I have
$1.
no interest in falling into some kind of weird incestuous thing with my younger mother, and that's kind of all it's good for. Other than that, it's just a bad car. So
Oh, wait a minute. If we're allowed
also it's
horses...
nuclear powered, although in the second one it's not. But initially it's nuclear powered, so you couldn't even fucking drive it.
If we're allowed horses, by definition, technically, a Thunderjaw from Forbidden Horizon would be fucking sick, as long as it was tamed.
It's a robot, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, if it was tamed. If that shit wasn't tamed, that would wipe a fucking town. Like, but, as long as it's tamed.
I'm trying to think of. I had one in my head earlier, but it's
The
just
Jurassic
left me.
Park Jeep?
That would be fucking cool. But I wouldn't want the tour jeep. I'd want like the no wait the caravan thing they drive in the Lost World. That'd be so sick.
Oh, the big thing?
Mecha Godzilla
Yeah,
for
the
me.
thing that hangs. That's not a transport. That's a robot. You can't go in him.
He picked the fucking
Yeah,
thing from Pacific Rim.
but you drive a Jaeger.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla is sentient. He does his own thing. That's like if I picked the Iron Giant. just
Well,
because
in the new
Hulk
one,
was
yeah.
on hand.
What was the old one?
Well, the old one was also
There was
not
like
piloted,
3 old ones.
and none of them were piloted.
Were they
It was
not?
just
I
a-
thought one of them was.
One of them might have been. I'm pretty sure most of the time they weren't though.
No, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, because there was another robot
I think
in
they are just
Godzilla's
like
that was piloted.
automatic, like they're just robots.
There was another one, I can't remember what it was. It had like
So
a
then
drill for
going
a
by
face.
our logic, I
Mechanicon,
could
is
drive
that what
around
you
in a Hulk
No.
buster.
Oh, an Iron Man suit would be fun, but I think okay. I don't think that's a vehicle anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the Thunderjaw isn't a vehicle. Maybe it's not a plane, train, or an automobile.
What about the Space Racer's bike from Invincible?
Oh, I've seen that. I
Space
think
Racer's
if it's the
bikes.
character that I'm thinking of, I've seen that bike. That is kind of cool.
It's just a space bike. He just rides around space on like a motorbike.
Space
basically.
bikes are cool.
Oh, you know what I
Oh.
would love to get just for the boys? The Fantastic Car.
What is the
Oh, yeah.
fantastic?
It's just like it looks like a
splits off
big
into 4
bathtub.
bits.
And it can
Oh yeah, and
split.
it flies around. Yeah. I forgot
Yeah,
about
so
I
I'd
do
get
remember
that
that.
for the boys to hang out in.
Yes.
You know what
That
I'd
would
also
be cool.
And
really
then my
like on the
bit of
topic of
trash.
spaceships, just because I think it'd be funny. Like a real like 1950s sci-fi flying saucer. I think that'd be cool.
Oh yeah. That would be fun.
Also, if
I
we're
love
talking
it
about
back.
like combining ships, like any of the Power Rangers,
Oh,
like
the
big
Zords.
mechas would be
Oh
awesome.
yeah, Jungle Fury.
I
ones
go
would
for
be sick.
Dino Thunder.
The Jungle Fury
Oh,
would
I'd
also
rather
be
go
big
for the
green
Dino.
elephant.
Yeah, I go Dino Thunder.
Dino
Yeah, in
Thunder
the
was
original
good.
series, they
Jungle
also had
Fury was also
dinosaurs.
good.
Hmm.
There was also the police one, which I watched a little bit as well, with like an alien space dog commissioner.
Yeah, but you know, ACAB. Ooh, aliens cops. No, that's not. That doesn't count.
Another
I'd like
fictional
the,
car that I would
you know
like,
the
but I-
ship in the newest Guardians, the Bowie.
Oh, I was going to say the first Guardians of the Galaxy ship.
Yeah, the
I think
first
it
ship
peaked
is
with the
way
first one.
better. I think. Yeah, the first ship's way better.
I kind of like the design of that new one.
That's fair. It's a little bit kind of more like swirly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like swirls.
Yeah, I like completely
I like the
impractical
Ravager.
looking ships.
I think the first ship is just cool as fuck.
Oh wait, you know what I'd fucking love? Could you imagine this was just your car? You know the things the Jawas drive around in the sandcrawlers? Just a big fucking brick. Just imagine that was your commute.
Imagine
Fuck,
trying
I
to
want
find
that.
parking. You take up like
Well,
the entire
you just
car park.
crush everything in front of you.
Well, yeah, that too actually.
You know what else would be cool?
What?
one of those six-legged things from the Clone Wars.
Oh
That's fucking
yeah,
big.
I haven't got a fucking clue what any names those vehicles are, but it's like 80 something, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like an ATS. No, ATST
We'll
is
search up
two-legged.
if we're missing anything.
ATST would be cool too.
Yeah, that would
Just
be cool.
terrorize a local village.
I'm trying to think of other cars that are like from like the Ghost Rider car, but at that point that's just a Dodge Charger. I'm pretty sure from Agents of Shield.
And it's on fire.
Yeah. If you're not Ghost Rider, that's a pretty difficult thing to sell.
You can see his bike as well, but again on fire.
Yeah, I'm getting on fire. Or the horse from the movie, but again on fire.
Fuck, that's so cool. Though. It doesn't count, but not that it does count. I've just never seen it, but I'm sure it's probably cool. The kit from Knight Rider would probably be cool.
Oh
You can
shit,
do
that's
all
a
sorts of
fucking
stuff.
brilliant one.
Guys,
I used to
we're
watch
forgetting
those.
about a great one.
Before we get into that one, a quick word for no. Basically, I do a Tron bike.
Raid Shadow.
Tron bike.
Tron bike will be sick because it can fold over the metal on top, and then you don't have to worry about crashing. But anyway, yeah, carry on.
You know, it'd be a great one.
What?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Fuck
No,
that movie. Fuck
no.
your dirtbag. Get that
No.
shit on my goddamn side. Fuck
Not
that.
Chitty-
Die.
Did you look up like a top 10 famous cars in history? I
More
bet
like-
Herbie's probably the next one.
No,
More like
I searched up
shitty,
awesome.
bad.
I searched up best fictional vehicles. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's up here. I'm just looking through images. The Scooby Doo machine is here.
Oh my god,
Oh,
the
the
mystery
mystery
machine.
machine.
Sick. Yeah, I'd take the mystery machine.
The car from what is it? Speed Racer.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a chimp in the back. Do you get the chimp?
Potentially.
Is a chimp in the back?
I would
No,
say
he's
it
not in the
has.
back of this one.
He's
I'm trying to think.
standard-ish.
There's no other kind of I
There's
can't
the
think of any
Akira
other
bike.
big vehicles.
I never watched Akira.
Neither have I. I need
Ooh,
to
the
see
turtle
that.
van.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
I don't
cool.
think
thing
this is a
stinks.
great one. There's the Flintstone car.
Fuck that, man.
Which is pedal-powered.
with your
I
grippers.
feel like Turtle
yeah,
Guy would
fuck
like that.
You'd probably be able to drive it for one.
Yeah. Oh, maybe the car that Hot Rod turns into in G1. That's a pretty fun one.
Because
I
that
like that one.
is a fictional car. Because
Yeah.
you know, 2005 happened and the car never came out. So
Or one of the, like, obviously it'd be a very illegal, but any of the Wreckers cars from Dark of the Moon just fucking flooded with
Oh, that would
guns
be
coming
cool,
out
actually.
every door. Obviously, take out all the bullets, don't actually do anything with it, but, like, it's cool to have.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I think,
I mean, Batmobile is pretty standard issue. It's just
yeah,
a cool fictional.
the Batman Batmobile for me.
Yeah,
I
see, that one is
love
cool,
that.
and I love it in the movie. But if I'm getting a Batmobile, I want it to look as Batmobile as possible. I'm gonna go with the animated series Batmobile.
I do
Oh,
like
yeah.
the joke about the Christian Bale one that, like, you know, it keeps getting destroyed, but then, like, he'll come out in a smaller vehicle. So, like,
Yeah,
That's
actually,
the
if
thing,
I
you
could
just
take
take
anything from
comes out in
those
the
movies,
bike.
it would be the bike. The bike is so cool. I don't like the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it kind of
really
it
cool.
kind of rolls around, it's cool.
And the turnable wheels, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the Batmobile. I don't like the Tumbler. Just
I don't
looks
mind
dumb.
it. I really, really like those movies, so I feel like I can get away with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the
I don't.
Batmobile, the Batman's, the
Batman
Batmobile,
one.
is
one's cool.
probably my favorite because it's just the most fucking muscle car street racer that I've seen. It's
It
so
just
fun.
sounds the coolest, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god, and he just rams into people. Fuck me, we need to do an episode of the Batman. That's a great movie.
Shit.
But I
Mr.
believe.
Bean's car.
Oh.
No,
You
wait.
believe?
Mr. Bean's rival's car, the one with 3 wheels. Fuck.
Oh, the Reliant Robin.
Yeah. I mean, it's a real car, so I don't know if it counts, but.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That is fair. But I think with that, because Turtle Guy has refused to
Oh, yeah, he's
uphold his hosting duties,
gone. You're in.
it's left up to me, the real person who was in charge of this episode all along, Cyber
What?
_Prime.
I didn't
This
even
was
know
a
who was
mystery.
hosting this episode.
This was a mystery. That's honestly Hoover. That just goes to show. Turtle Guy was actually the host. Turtle Guy came up with the idea,
What?
and Turtle Guy didn't really. He just threw the idea out there,
Turtle Guy
told us a
was
couple of
not
stories of
directing
him
the
getting
episode.
sick, and then that was. That's kind of how it goes here. Oh, now
he's
he's
getting sick
dying.
right
Did he just get hit by a plane, train, or an automobile?
I think all 3, potentially.
Did you get hit by all three? A plane, train, and an automobile?
I think he actually got shot.
Guys,
hit by
he
the
took
Polar
one
Express?
step into a car, and this is what happens to him.
He's just allergic to planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what we're learning. But anyway, we thank you all so much for listening. And we have been the boys. I have been Cyber Prime, the unpromptu host of this episode. David Kivo has been here since the beginning. Say goodbye, David.
Oh boy.
Why is he? What
Guys,
the
if you
fuck
give
is
me
going on?
€5 on Patreon, I'll tell you
I've also been
the homeless
on.
man story.
I've also been joined by Whoover, which was a nice surprise. Hey, goodbye, Whoover.
Hey,
It was great to have him.
Bye, Hoover.
It was great to have him. And also, we were joined by the currently dying member of the boys. But maybe this is the last episode before his 6-episode run, or whatever that joke was. Maybe he is never going to be here again.
Don't add that.
Goodbye.
Oh,
that's Turtle Guy.
definitely
Sorry, I forgot to say. You can
I
check out his
just
channel.
need my magic juice.
So, why do you say things in such an illegal manner?
I just
Thank
heard
you
him
all
gulp
so much
down
for
in the
listening.
fucking ocean. Oh my god, that was disgusting. I'm sick.
Goodbye, and we will talk to you in the next episode. We have new episodes every
I was
Friday.
in charge.
This was on
This is
Spotify, and yeah.
Yes. Not YouTube.
Comes
because
out
someone
quick on
doesn't-
Spotify, I found out recently.
Goodbye, and have an awesome day.
Or a good Tuesday.
I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of being the last person to speak in this episode because he
I'm
didn't
not-
Cough.
he didn't have the power in order to take control. Blah 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 to take control. Of
I'm
the
totally
episode.
serious about the.
At least I
You
can
didn't have
speak
the power to
words.
finish that sentence.
We don't have
I
a
will
Patreon,
actually-
David.
No, but I'm just saying they can just send me money in like an envelope or something. I'm just saying if you want to, I'll tell you the whole story uncensored.
Don't do that.
So he was just there, right? And he